Hi everyone. This is the ongoing series of your software engineering. In the last class, we have discussed about risk management. What is risk? How to manage the risk? We have already discussed that topic. I hope all of you go through and clearly understand about the risk management. Today we will start one concept of your software engineering that is known as my software requirement specification. In short, you can say that SRS document. Okay, so this is my introduction. My name is Devashish Pardi, MTech, Chikati Mahavidyalaya. So let us start today's topic, that is known as software requirement specification. So today we'll discuss what is software requirement specification, what are the different characteristics of software requirement specification, and at last we will discuss who will generally use this SRS document. Okay, so let us start. What is generally SRS document? So first, SRS stands for what I have already told you. SRS stands for software requirement specification. So what is generally SRS document? After the team member gathered all the requirement, both functional and non-functional requirement from the client side, he collected all the information from the client and then write down all the requirement in a document form, that is otherwise known as SRS document, software requirement specification. That means what are the different requirements of the client for the development of the software is written inside one document. That document is known as my SRS document. So what SRS document contains? SRS document mainly contains the requirements of the user. Okay, here it was written as SRS document usually contains all the user requirements instructed through informal form. Okay, not in a formal form. After the analyst has gathered all the required information regarding the software to be developed and has removed all the incompleteness, he starts to organize the requirement in the SRS document. Okay, some spelling mistakes are there. Okay, so what this point told about? Now after the analyst gathered all the required information and then removed all the incompleteness, inconsistence, that means removed all the things that are not necessary for the development of the software. Okay, First, he collect all the information from the client side, gathered all the information, remove all the things that are unnecessary for the development of the software. Then he starts to organize the requirement. He starts to organize the requirement in the SRS document. Okay. So in one line, what SRS document contains? SRS document contains the requirement of the client for the development of the software. Okay. Next we will discuss what are the different characteristics of the SRS document. Okay. So different characteristics of the SRS documents are concise, structured, black box view, traceable, verifiable. We will discuss one by one what is concise, what is structured, what is black box view, what is traceable, and what is verifiable. So first start about the first characteristics of the SRS document, that is known as my concise. What is generally concise? The unnecessary things, the irrelevant things, irrelevant means those are not relevant, relevant means not important, that things must be deleted, must be eliminated from the document. This is the meaning of concise. Concise means the unnecessary things, the unimportant things must be removed from the SRS document. That means my SRS document should be unambiguous, consistent, and complete. Unambiguous means there is no ambiguity, no confusion between the two ideas. Two different kinds of idea never meet in a SRS document. So SRS document must be unambiguous. Unambiguous means clear. You can say that clear. No confusion is there. Okay. Consistent and complete. This is the meaning of concise. Okay. Second thing is, your SRS document must be well structured. What is well structured? Now, if my SRS document is well structured, that document must be understood by everyone. Structured means easily understandable. Okay. So a well structured document is easy to understand and modify. We can easily understand, and if required, if some requirement is there for modification, we can easily modify the SRS document. Okay. In order to make the modification to the SRS document easy, it is important to make the document well structured. What I have already told you, if I want some modification in the SRS document and that modification becomes easy, we make the SRS document well structured. Well structured means we can write in an easy format that can be understood by everyone. That is the meaning of structured. Okay. Next feature is black box view. What is black box view? It should only specify what the system should do, what the software will actually do. SRS document only contains the information about what the software will actually do. How the software will do the task, that does not mentioned in the SRS document. How part is totally eliminated. Only what part is written in the SRS document. It should only specify what the system should do and refrain from starting how to do this. Okay. This means that SRS document should specify the external behavior of the system and do not discuss the implementation issue. We are not bothering about the implementation. How to implement the things, we are not in a position to understand. Okay, these things are not discussed in the SRS document. How to implement these things, how to design, how to code, these things are not discussed in the SRS document. Only the external behavior of the system is mentioned in the black box view. Okay, next, traceable. What is the meaning of traceable? Traceability is important to verify the result of a phase with the previous phase to analyze the impact of change. What are the different changes from the previous step? That is known as by traceability. Traceability means from the previous result and the current result. What is the difference? We can trace out. We can verify. Trace out means verifying. What are the changes between the previous result and the current result? Okay, that is the meaning of my traceability. Next thing is verifiable. It means that we are in a position to determine whether the requirements are successfully implemented in the implementation phase or not. Whether the different requirements that have been written are properly implemented or not. That things are decided in case of verifiable tests. Okay, so these are the different features of your SRS document. First thing is concise. Concise means your SRS document must be unambiguous. Okay, clear. The things are must be clear. Structured means SRS documents should be written in a format that should be understandable by everyone. Black box view means SRS document only focus upon the external behavior of the system. Traceable means different phase results are verified. Okay, previous result and current result. What is the difference? What are the different changes? Are traced out. Verifiable means the requirements are properly implemented or not. That is the meaning of verifiable. Okay. Next thing is, who can use the SRS document? That is the question. If I can write the SRS document, then the things are, who can use the SRS document? Obviously, the software developer must use the SRS document. Why the software developer refer the SRS document? Software developers refers to the SRS document to make sure that they are developing exactly what is required by the customer. Customer's requirements are written in the SRS document. So software developers, while developing the software, must refer to the SRS document to know about different requirements of the customer. Okay. Next, user, customers and marketing personnel. They also use the SRS document. What are the, why the users, customers can use the SRS document? Because for ensuring the system will meet the need or not. That is the main intention. And marketing personnel use the SRS document because they need to understand the requirement and can explain to the customers. Marketing personnel must know the requirement so that they can explain to the customers. Okay. Next, test engineers also use the SRS document to ensure that the requirements are understandable from a functionality point of view. Okay. Next, user documentation writers are the users of SRS document, because they can write the user manuals. User manuals means whenever I can buy one product, let us consider laptop or computer, within that you can see one user manual, how to use the system. Okay, so user documentation writer also refer to the SRS document for that purpose. Next, project manager can refer to SRS document because he can estimate the cost and plan for the duration of the project. So that project manager can refer to the SRS document. Then maintenance engineers also use the SRS document because in SRS document all the functionalities are written. If maintenance engineer cannot know the functionality of the software, he is not in a position to maintain the software. So maintenance engineers also use the also refer to the SRS document. So these are the different users of the SRS document: users, customers, and marketing personnel, software developers, test engineers, user documentation writer, project manager, maintenance engineer. All of them use the SRS document for different purpose, for their own purpose. Okay, so SRS document is most important for the development of the software. Then how the SRS document become bad? Okay, that means when SRS document is not in a position to refer. When the SRS document contains different types of noise. Noise means irrelevant things, not important things. When SRS document contains so many irrelevant things, not important things, then that is not in a position to use. Okay. Another thing is when SRS document contains the things that can be difficult for implementation. You can say that that is wishful thinking. Okay. Next, when SRS document contains complex things that cannot be understandable by the different users, so SRS document is not in a position to use. Okay, so that my SRS document will be right that all of them can be clearly understood. Okay, so this is a very small concept of your SRS document. Okay, SRS document means where the user requirement will be right in a organized manner. Okay, so this is all about your SRS document. Okay, thank you.